Hi, thanks for watching. This is Hito from HITOSTAR.com. Today I'm going to be speaking about Cancer Total Solar Eclipse on July 2nd and 3rd and Capricorn Partial Lunar Eclipse on July 16th, 2019. This month in July, we have some important events in the sky. The most important events are the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. Eclipses are the biggest events in astrology, and this is a big ending and beginning in your life. So we are right in the eclipse season, and eclipse season can bring you some intense emotions, some unusual events in your life, some physical conditions that doesn't happen to you usually. Personally, I just had a really big cold, and I was coughing for more than a week, and I just went through such a heavy health condition that I actually lost my voice for a couple of days, and I just got my voice back, which is great. Now I can do astrology sessions and singing. But if you notice around you, there might be some people who are getting sick, who are also going through some intense events, unusual situations. If that's happening to you, to your family, to your friends, that's okay. Eclipses can bring you some surprises, some intense events that can change your life. So I'm recording this video even after the Cancer eclipse, because I could not make it on time. I usually make my videos much before the new moon or full moon, but this time I was just so eclipsed. So here I am now. I'm recovered and ready to go. This time it's happening in sign of Cancer, and it's a solar eclipse, which is a new moon. And think a solar eclipse is a new moon that's 10 times, 20 times bigger. So whatever the intentions you put at this new moon are likely to manifest much in a bigger scale, and it is a great time for you to set new intention, reboot your energy, reset your thinking, reset your energy, detox. Because eclipse is a time that we change something deeply from our psyche, from our soul level, that you become totally new you. And this is happening naturally, but it's also a great time for you to put the intention, so you can set the destination wherever you want to go from here in this life. The first thing is we have Saturn and South Node, which is also called Dragon Tail, and Pluto conjunction. So I've been talking about this in the last couple of videos, but this is one of the biggest events in 2019 and 2020. And this is about karmic events, things to do with your karma, things to do from your past life. Saturn and Pluto, those two planets are both very karmic, and things to do with transformations, but from deep level, from your soul, from your past life. So a lot of times these two planets can bring you events that are kind of fated, that you feel like you have no control, but it just happens to transform yourself. And we also have a South Node, Dragon Tail, conjunct with these planets as well. And South Node is very much about releasing something in this life. In Western astrology, South Node is considered to be the point that you no longer need in this life. So at this solar eclipse, since this is magnified with this power of eclipse, it is a great time for you to letting things go, letting go of whatever no longer serves you. So this Saturn Pluto has been very challenging for us, a lot of us. And if you think back, since the last winter, around December or so, you might feel this energy that in some areas of your life, some things might be very challenging, that you feel like it's you are putting a lot of efforts, but it doesn't seem like it's going forward. If that's the case, don't worry. You're just feeling this energy of Saturn Pluto. It's more some people are more affected because of the natal chart. When it's affected more, you feel it more. But on certain level, we are all going through this energy, and it's about power, control. It's about making a lot of efforts little by little. It could be a lot of learning. It might turn out as some kind of health condition that doesn't seem like improving. So if that's the case, don't worry. It's just happening through the 2020, and our job here is to make efforts little by little, whatever you can do, and trust in yourself, trust in the universe, and connect to the deep place, the soul, that you can feel comfortable with yourself and be able to contribute to the others. Another event that's happening at this new moon is we have Mars in Leo and Uranus in Taurus, making an angle called square that's 90 degrees. So square is the most intense angle in astrology, and Mars is all about fire. It's about a lot of energy, speed, and this is happening in sign of Leo, and Leo is about confidence, and with the planet Uranus, this can be a little bit too much. Uranus is about revolution, traveling, traveling far, detachment. Just watch out with fights or accidents, things that you say, so you don't take things personally, or you don't say things that that make others offended. So when Mars is strong, it's kind of obvious, because I start to see so many arguments or fights on the street, or I become a little more aggressive than usual. I'm usually a very calm person. That's what I think anyways. But I can be even mad, and I can be very intense. So when that happens, I know that Mars is very strong. But Mars is a great energy if you can use it in a healthy way, which is for exercise or for your work, career, something you can put energy that works out in a healthy way. But if it works out in an unhealthy way, that can become a conflict with others. So that's something we would like to avoid. So if you feel that, try to calm down. Physically, it's about a lot of fire going up. So it could be some headaches, or blood coming out of your nose, or eyes can be red, hurting. But anyways, it's always nice to take a deep breath and go into a bath if you can, go to the beach, try to calm down as much as possible. Another event we have is Jupiter and Neptune square. So Jupiter is in sign of Sagittarius and Neptune in sign of Pisces. And this has been happening for a while. At this eclipse, this energy is very strong. So this is about traveling and expansion and hoping, dreaming big, which is the energy of Sagittarius, Jupiter in Sagittarius. And the Neptune in Pisces is about nature and dreaming far and illusion and imagination and artistic, spiritual energy. So again, if you can use this energy in a healthy way, it is a great energy. If you are some kind of artists, healers, it is a great time for you to work on your work, create something artistic, creative, beautiful. That's a amazing energy for that. And Neptune is also about waterfront. So if you enjoy being at a beach, at a water side, that's a great time. Even in nature, mountain, parks. But it is also an energy of alcohol, drugs, and things being not clear. So at the same time, we have this Saturn-Pluto energy, which is very grounding, and it's about learnings and lessons, which can make us grounded. This energy is happening at the same time, which is very much dreamy and creative and illusionary. So just be aware of what's happening. Try to be grounded. Not to be carried away too much. And we have Mercury's retrograde from July 7th till August 1st. So after having all these big events, we still have Mercury's retrograde on top of it. And Mercury is about communication, conversations, transportations, and electric devices. So things might slow down a little bit, especially regarding to emails, conversations, miscommunications, things to do with keys, physical keys. I already left my keys inside of my house twice, that I got locked out of my apartment right before, a few days before the eclipse. So if that's something similar is happening to you, don't worry. We can be all spacey at this point. And I never do that. I never really lock myself out. But here I am. I was doing that twice a day. Be careful with the details around this new eclipse, but also from July 7th. When the planet goes retrograde, that's when the effect is strongest. So around July 5th, 6th, 7th, around that time, you might feel that the most. So if things go wrong, just calm down, have some humor. Mercury is about humor, and with Mercury's retrograde, you can't blame on yourself too much. Instead, it's a great time to look into the details that we kind of forgot to look into. So if you have some things that you wanted to look into for a while, but you haven't had time for it, it is the time this month. And it is also great to observe where all these miscommunications and things happened, and with who all these things happened. Because when the planet goes forward eventually, that's when we are gonna repeat the same theme. When Mercury goes to same point, that's when we redo things. So later on in August, when the planet Mercury goes forward, we are going to fix and correct things that we learned through this Mercury's retrograde. The universe is always giving you some signs. Sometimes it's very obvious, sometimes it's very subtle. But our job is to really catch those signs and really connect with yourself and connect with the universe to see what is really the message for me here. So use this time to look into what's really true for you, what's really important from all these events the eclipses and Mercury's retrogrades can bring us. And we have another eclipse, lunar eclipse in sign of Capricorn on July 16th. So the first eclipse is in sign of Cancer, and the next one is the opposite sign, sign of Capricorn. Sign of Cancer is about family, home, our physical home, and our emotional home. It's an emotional security. And the opposite sign, Capricorn, is about work and career and destiny in the world and status in the world, what to contribute, where to contribute in this world. So these two are on the opposite signs, and this month the focus is on both. So you might be working on something regarding your home, house, physical home, or it could be also your nation, your country, wherever you're from, or something to do with your emotions. That's the Cancer side. And Capricorn is about work, career, so things that you achieve in this life. It could be a status, or it could be some kind of position in your work, or some kind of achievement. And these two are on the opposite sign, meaning when we have security in our emotions and home, family, we tend to achieve more in our career or work. And vice versa, when we have great job and achieving something in the world, our emotion and home can be a little more secured because you would have more income and security in your society. So that's how these two signs work. And this month you might be looking into some situations in your life that you need some big change in those topics. And it could be working on your home, working on visa, some status to live somewhere. It could be just emotionally connecting to your family again as well. Since this is a time of Mercury's retrograde, you might meet people you haven't met for a while, which is great. And this can be a transformational time for all of us since it is eclipse. We are going through some deep change with these people and some events that are happening right now. Even the things that doesn't look great, that doesn't look wonderful right now, something can be challenging, or something can be problematic. A lot of times those things can bring people together and work some situations through with all these events. Again, trust the universe, trust yourself, enjoy the moment. If you have some great moments with your friends, family. I'm actually born in July, so my birthday is July 17th. So I love this time of the year, and after all, I have the sun sign in Cancer, so I love being with close friends and family. And I hope if you are going through some things, I hope things are going well for you, and I have faith, and I'm wishing you the best for these eclipses. Thank you so much for watching again. As I talked in the beginning, I just recovered from a cold, and I'm so glad my voice is back. I really lost my voice, and before I got sick, I was actually in LA. I attended this big event in LA that was called International Samba Congress. So I was there to take workshops, classes, and also watch some shows and learn deeply about this dance, samba. And it was a transformational, really amazing, life-changing experience for me. And I'm really glad that I got to be there. And I basically spent 10 hours a day taking 10 dance classes, and I did that for 3 days straight, almost no break. There was one time that I had 5 minutes and 15 minutes break, but otherwise I was dancing for 30 hours, basically 3 days straight. So it was a intense time of my life that I actually, now that I think, I've never done that in my life. The interesting thing was, I just, before I went to LA, I had some kind of situation that I really felt like I'm not in myself. I'm not connected to myself, that I was really frustrated about myself. And mostly because of some situation with my friend that occurred around that time. And to get through this, I just felt like I really need to be in myself, that I'm honoring myself and being strong in myself. So I wanted to really connect to the deep place in my life, so that I can feel more confident and true to myself. And that's what I actually wrote down on the way to LA on airplane. And I was writing down what are the intentions for this trip. It was a 1-week trip, and I knew it's going to be intense, but I knew it's going to be amazing. So I wanted to have a clear mind, clear intention for the trip. And I wrote some things down, and I was kind of meditating, contemplating on them. Then after all the events, after all the workshops and everything, I realized almost each teacher talked about what I wrote on the airplane, the intentions. They all talked about how important to be yourself and connect yourself to the deep place. Even it's dance class, it's not about competing with others, and it's not about showing off. It's really about connecting to your roots and being yourself and honoring your body, soul, and mind, everything you have in this life. So I was just really shocked that I kind of channeled into all those words that the teachers were going to tell me in these classes. And I did not know all these teachers and what they're going to talk about at all. All these people, all the people I've met for the first time in my life, and they certainly affected me, influenced me a lot on this trip. But I was just so amazed how we are all connected internally, externally. A lot of times without even knowing, your psyche is doing all the job. And I was channeling all these words down on the airplane without knowing what I would be hearing at this workshop. So that really confirmed the direction that I'm going to right now, and the things I'm learning, observing on this body and mind, And I just wanted to share with you that this is what I'm going through, and I'm sure you are going through a lot of things right now too, but I have to say it's all happening for reasons. And I, even losing my voice must have happened for reasons. And now I'm back on track and just getting ready for my birthday. So I hope this will be a great time for you, and happy summer. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I have 2 different websites, one for astrology, one as an artist, hitostar.com and hitominozawa.com. And my astrology sessions are available on my website, hitostar.com. You can purchase and book your session from there. I am wishing you a beautiful eclipses in Cancer and Capricorn. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Cuidado que essa nega vai te machucar.